We got 19 out of 22 people, so 17 drivers. Not that bad. I'm here with Ash.
Hello.
For the D1 race. This is start of season 6, Brazil. Last season in F1 2020, I think.
It was the last race, yeah.
Yeah, it was last race, but this season 6 is going to be the last one in this game in F1 2020. I think season 7 for OFR is already going to be on F1 2021.
Yes, I believe so. I believe that's going to be, I think it's July the game comes out. So this season should just about take it past that point.
Yeah, oh yeah. We will see how it goes. We got the new revamped D1 with a lot of new faces in D1. We got a bunch of D2 guys from last season. Who's CK? I don't know who's CK. Hello. So we got the stream up. Good. It's working. Everybody can see it. And if you hear some rumbling in Spanish, my brother is playing League of Legends in the background, so you'll be able to hear his adventures on that game. We're gonna check how everything goes in this qualifying. Qualifying went really decent for D2, as some people might have seen in the stream before where Ash was commentating. We saw a lot of D1 drivers that are racing right now, racing D2. For practice, that's the thing that we introduced this season. D2 races before D1, and that race D1 drivers can use it as practice to fill the grid, to have more people racing, and so D2 guys have more opponents and more of a playing field. And with D2 guys I mean me also, because I'm slow. So we're gonna check. We got a 17-person grid. We got the teams this season have been made really randomly, apart from one, I think, and that one was a little bit obvious. But today the other part of that team is not going to be here. So we got Maximus on the McLaren with, I think Bosman Pickle is the other one on the McLaren. Yep, McLaren, Bosman Pickle and Maximus. We got Von der Ven and Robert on the Mercedes. Robert's racing today. Usually it's going to be him commentating also here on the OFR commentary box. We got Proctor GP on the Racing Point, teammate being Larches today, with Nils on the Williams, teammate being Jedi, I think. We see Liga with Titan. He's Finnish teammate. We got Giotto on the Ferrari with Santi with Pingo. I think this is a very, 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 very underrated team. Then we got Oli on the Renault. He's alone today on that team. We got Atomic on the Haas with I think it's Show on the other one. Stick on the AlphaTauri with no teammate. Tommy is on the Red Bull. And that's it. So we're gonna check who is out on a lap. We see that Proctor's out on a lap. He's finishing the lap. So I think it's a Haas on first place. Yeah, it's Atomic. Atomic is going to set the first lap of the qualifying session, it seems. So we're gonna stick with him. He's going out on the softs. Nobody's going. Oh, he's invalidated already. So yeah, we're not going to be with him. I think then it is Proctor on a lap. Liam, win for laps, just come on my son, let's see it. Yeah, Proctor's back for revenge. CK, who are you? I need to know who you are. And we see Proctor's out on the lap. He's the first one out there on the mediums. Of course, Proctor is usually a guy that sets his first laps on the mediums. Like Bondo is also has also got the mediums equipped. He might be waiting for the track to get a little bit better. Here we see Proctor going really well through sector 1.
Proctor's gone out on the medium tyres, interestingly. Didn't see many people go out on the medium tyres throughout quali, to be honest with you. Everybody started that race on the the D2 race on the soft tyres. Intriguingly.
Yeah, I think we mainly did that. At least I did that because it's also a 25% race. And here in Brazil, I think starting on the mediums is a very good strategy if you can do it. Because it's 36 laps, an 8.1, which is a very, very good time already set by Proctor. Good one. I think it's an AlphaTauri finishing this lap. I think it's Stick. Yes, Stick finishes with an 8.8. That's a very competitive lap time. There are a lot of people finishing their laps right now. Lapses gets an 8.2, 7.5 for Lika already with Titan, his teammate getting a 7.9. Both Finn drivers getting 7s, with Show getting a 9.1. He'll for sure improve on that. And we see Ollie going in between the two Finns with a 7.6. Amazing time there from Ollie. I think Santi sets an 18.3. He must have screwed up somewhere. And yeah, nobody else setting a time. I think the rest of the guys are finishing their laps or are trying again.
Yeah, I'm just coming to watch Nils at the end of his lap. He's heading over the start finish line now. He's gone to 107.8. That puts him fourth fastest. That's a nice time there from Nils.
Yeah, it's a great time there from Nils. Now he gets done by Bosman Pickle and Ollie who come in front of him. But we see Tommy getting pole position by 2 thousandths right now on Lika. So Lika is very, very close to Tommy. Tommy with a great lap gets first place at the moment. We see the rest of the grid. I think Yera is the only guy out lap on a fast lap that's setting a time. Hello, Smolly. So we're gonna check what time the Williams driver is able to get. He's going around the last part of the track. I think this is looking like a point, like a no, that's an 8, and it is an 8, 8.8. That's enough to be 11th. I think he's going to be able to improve it. I'm going to check who has the mediums fitted and the best lap. So the only driver that has gone out on the mediums and set his best time on the mediums is Proctor with an 8.1 on them, which is amazing if you think of it, because he's in front of a lot of people on the softs and he's very, very close to other soft runners. So that was a great lap from Proctor, who's right now finishing his in lap. He's coming in. Giotto, I think he is just starting his lap. Yeah, oh, goes really, really wide on that first S. And I think he's going to try and get it done again. Maybe restart, I don't know. Well, it doesn't seem like it. Maximus is also on the lap, he's invalidated. So Yoto is the only one that's on a lap. Shaz joined, he joined really late. Robot was struggling to find him on his friends list. So yeah, he's here right now. He's going to start at the back because he joined in the middle of the session. If he starts the race, if he's able to start the race, I don't know if he's gonna be able to join on the quali. Maybe he is able, but I don't know. Maybe for starting the race, we will see what he's able to do. Yoto is just finishing his lap. I think he was going to go in this one, and yes, he is. He is going in. So Max is the one that's gonna get a lap done now. No, he's coming in. So a lot of people are on the pits. They are waiting for the time to come to set a lap. They're waiting for their moment to set a lap when the track is better.
Interestingly, just checking the chat as well, Proctor is going to stick with the time set on the medium, so he intends to start on the medium tyres by the looks of it.
Yep, he that's good. We get some driver insights here coming from the man himself. But yeah, we will see if Proctor's able to maintain that top 10 finish on the mediums, then that will be an astonishing result for him. I reckon a very, very good thing to start on the mediums in Brazil, because it makes it easier to be flexible on strategy. Whilst on the softs, you're stuck with the hard run, I think. I don't know, I've not done a 50% race on Brazil, but I think that's the way to go. At least that's how it went last season. We will see where with Ollie right now. He's setting his time around this wiggly path. He's going to the Vico de Pato right now. Locks up his tires a little bit. Going in with the Renault last corners. Last proper corners on the track. He gets purple second sector. And I think if he improves by how much he's improving, he will get pole right now by a landslide. So the track has definitely improved, which is a good sign for everybody, and a decently bad sign for Proctor, who's already fallen down to 8, and Ollie gets a 7.293. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, it's an impressive time. I know Pingu said a 1 minute 6.9 in the last race. He's already invalidated this lap time already.
Yeah, Pingu is able to get very fast lap times. I think he got pole. Yeah, Proctor, he's now rethinking his life decisions. Tommy gets second with a 0.3. He improves on his time, but not enough. Just behind Ollie by the slimmest of margin, 23 thousandths of a margin to Ollie. With Lika finishing his lap, he's on a purple one, and I think this might be enough to pass Tommy for second place. We will see. Lika is finishing, and he's gonna get a 7.375, which is enough to improve, but not enough to catch Tommy. Bossman Pickle is also on his lap. He's 3 tenths up. If he keeps this pace up, then he's got pole on him.
There's less than a second covering first to ninth on the grid.
Yeah,
the second time, and there's less than a 10th covering Ollie, Tommy, and Lika.
Yeah, we see if Bossman Pickle is actually improving. I think he might be able to get the first 6 of the session. Yep, he does. 6.916.
GG's to Bossman Pickle. He proved to be very fast last season. To Bossman Pickle, not only D3 but also D2 as well. He proved to be very quick.
Yeah, now he's proving it in D1.
Yeah, so now we'll see how he does in D1.
Nils comes in with a 7.132, which is good to be second. Very good for him. Leak up hits. Maximus is trying his lap. He's 6th right now. He might try to get a good one here. Of course, we know Maximus. I think we know him from the F2 days, from when F2 was very full of drivers. And he's right now 6th. I think he was improving on the first sector, but we might need to check. And I think Proctor, yeah, Freddy Proctor came out again. I think his strategy to start on the mediums isn't panning out. He thinks it's a better call to just start on. Oh, Maximus gets unsettling on his car, gets a snap of oversteer, goes on mode slow, and is going to pit. So it was very bad luck.
Interestingly, Atomic has come out on the medium tyres.
Ooh. Yeah, Atomic is come out on the medium tires. Atomic was discussing with Stinson the times that were like able to get, and Atomic was saying some very high times. They were talking about low 6s or like mid 6s, 6.6 and something like that, or 6.7. So if he's able to do that on the softs, we'll see what he can do on the mediums. We see Yoto getting 7th, and yes, like that, Proctor jumps him, getting 6th right now, jumps Maximus and Yoto. He's able to get 6th. Proctor, he was also racing in D2. He had that massive incident.
Yeah, it was a pretty spectacular crash Proctor had in the preceding race. Unfortunately, Williams just tapped him just a little bit and just sent him into the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Atomic's had invalidated his lap time.
Oh, before saying, oh,
and he's just gone off heading out of Yunchao.
Yeah. Oh, he touches the wall. Luckily, there's no rear wing damage in this game because, yeah, Codemasters, great job. and he lets Ollie go, and he also has another person behind it. It's a Mercedes. It's Mercedes from Bondo. Oh, freaking hell. I'm gonna check who else is on the lap. Stick is on the lap. Everybody is trying to get a lap done right now. Bondo is starting his lap. I'm gonna go. Oh no, he just finished it with an 8 flat. 8 flat for Bondovine, which is enough to be 11th. These are the times we're talking about. Santi is also finishing his lap right now. He's going to get a very good one. He gets third with a 7.1. Great lap there. Exactly the same time as Nils.
But Nils gets the time as he was the first guy to set.
Yeah, but amazing things. 2 drivers with the same times. I think in OFR we've not seen this happen.
Ollie is going slightly faster on this lap.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
He's just heading up through the start finish line. Nope, he's backed off. He's away into the pit lane.
Yeah, he goes into the pit lane. I think a lot of people are going to save the last lap for the last attempt for now, when there's only like 1 minute left. So the track positions are up for grabs. We see Thydon, who started the qualifying session very fast, just behind Lika, his teammate being second. He's going to try to improve his lap. So we're gonna check what he does here coming into turn 4. Very tricky one.
There's exactly a second covering first to 9th, and barely a second covering first to 11th.
Oh yeah, it's exactly a second. Yeah, 17916, 6916, and yeah, it's 10th to 11th to 12th. I think there's just a second covering 1st to 13th, to be completely fair.
That's quite incredible.
Stick goes off.
There's a less than 2 seconds between 1st to 15th.
Yeah, that just shows how very how tight this grid is. We might see. I was gonna see or I don't know how you say it in. Oh, Tommy gets 4 thousandths quicker than Nils. These are the differences we're talking about. 4 thousandths is the difference between 4th and 2nd. This is an amazing race. I think first races of new seasons are always really good, because nobody has expectations. We only want to see good racing, and the drivers just want to give their best.
Right now, they are really pushing the nuts of these cars so far.
You're gonna check Proctor.
10th down first sector for Proctor.
Yeah, he gets a snap, and I think he's gonna retry. Yeah, if I were him, I would also do that. Maximus already retired from the session. He retires in the pit lane. He's happy with his time. He's happy with his time. So now a lot of people a lot of these guys are going to try and get another lap set. Tommy doesn't have much time. I think he's very just on time. He has 1 minute and a half. I think he doesn't have enough time to get another attempt, so he might retire. Ollie doesn't come out of the pit, so he might retire. Yeah, he's coming away.
Joe is now heading up towards the start finish line. He's 3/10 up on his own time here.
Max ran out of fuel. Okay, Max ran out of fuel.
Joe goes 7th.
Joe going 7th again. Overtakes Proctor with a 7.437. Great time. From the D2 runner-up, 3rd place, I think he was. So great job from him. He slows down to let other people by. A lot of guys are trying to set lap times right now. Here, Pingu is trying to set his last attempt here with Bossman Pickle. Very happy with his time, not coming out. Tommy also not coming out. Nils has just started one, and Pingu, I'm gonna stay with Pingu because he was very close to pole position with his previous time. He's 34 thousandths down on his time right now, so we will see what he's able to do. Remember, Pingu is on pad, and this track is very good for for pad players, as I've been told. Because
Nils is a 10th up first sector.
Ooh, Nils, 10th up. That would put him nearly pole.
Just under 2/10 it was. So let's see how he goes now. He's heading up towards Pinarino and now.
Ooh, Pingu, purple second sector for Pingu. And he invalidated. Oh, that's bad.
He's not going to have enough time to get over the start finish.
No, not enough time, but just a slip of the finger. He was very close to his time. Now Nils
is it's still a 10th up. Second sector.
We're gonna check.
Now,
is it going to be enough? No, it's enough for second.
it's enough for second ahead of Tommy.
Just 1/10 away from Bossman Pickle. Great lap from Bossman Pickle, nearly perfect there. Lika, he's finishing his lap, but he's not able to improve. Ollie is 600 up, so he might get Lika. He might catch him, and if he gets a good last corner.
Atomic goes up to 5th place.
On the mediums. Oh my. Impressive lap. He's just 2/10 below pole with the mediums. And Ollie gets just behind Nils on the softs. Amazing lap there. Holy moly.
Less than a second covering 1st to 12th. Sorry, 1st to 13th.
Yep. Less than a second. 1st to 13th. The first to 15th is just a second. Oh my god. Like the farthest guy from pole is 1.7 seconds away.
Yeah.
This is just impressive. Like, look at the differences. What in the hell? Just from pole to 5th, it's only 2/10. Only 2/10. Proctor starts, in the end, he starts 10th. Starts 10th in the end. That wasn't the result he wanted. I think he was praying for people to actually overtake him on this last bit to start the 11th and start on the mediums. Right now he's in a very tricky situation where Thyton, Bondo, Max, Show, Robot, Jedi and Stig are going to for sure start on the mediums. Well, we'll see with the strategies. And the only top 10 driver that starts on medium is Atomic, our fellow Italian. So, yep.
Yeah, this is now going to lead into a very, very interesting race, I think.
Wait a second, I'm messaging someone. Because a friend of mine wants to talk to someone and I'm busy with this, so... Okay. Yeah, Proctor's gonna give his best. He's getting a lot of love from his mates on the chat. So will we? Yeah, what race will we see? It depends. D2 was a very weird race. We had a safety car, virtual safety car, and a bunch of stops. This is also a very tricky track for everybody to get right. But we will see. We got actually Postman Pickle starting on pole. The only guy that was able to go down to the 6s on his time. Amazing lap time from him.
Yep, just while waiting to place, I will be back in a second, so
Yeah.
2 seconds, I will be back. I'll let you entertain the crowd. No singing though.
No singing, no. So he told me not to sing, but you know what we do with that? We sing a song of liberty. Grazie ragazzi, grande lavoro. He's gonna for some KFC, yeah. He's gonna for some KFC. He wants to try the new thing that they are going on. We remember this is formation lap. So this is green light instead of lights out. Green light and away we go. So for the formation lap I'm gonna be just talking about some things next look. Just going around this. If anyone's interested, if anyone that's watching the stream has GTS and doesn't have an intent of Bosman Pickle is actually carrying a lot of speed compared to the pack here compared to what Nils is doing. If anyone that has GTS is interested on doing special races, we got a D2 division that runs on Wednesday, so tomorrow is one of the days, is the first one, and we do, well, not too wacky races, we do races with special themes, like tomorrow is Nürburgring Nordschleife with Group 3 German cars, 4 laps, and I think the next event is Group 4s? I'm gonna check. Just if anyone has ETS and is interested. You don't have to be very fast.
Wednesday is 2 days away, not tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Monday.
why. I think it's Tuesday today. Today's Monday, yeah. Wednesday is 2 days away.
I'm not sure if you've covered this on the stream or not, but I'm just having a look through the medium tyre runners. So we've got Tomek, who's in the top 10. The Aiton, Bondavine, Maximus, Showcrime, Robot and Stig all starting on the medium tyres.
Yeah, as we said, the ones out of the top 10 are all going to use Mios apart from Jedi. He's trying a different strategy. He might want to get that extra speed on the first laps to gain track positions and then pit to be a little bit faster than the rest, so we will see. So the ETS D2, we're going to Nürburgring on Wednesday. Oh hell, okay. Well, I cannot see the lights, so it's lights out and away we go here, and I think that's a bad start from Bossman Pickle, and it's the bug again. Oh no. It is the bug again. Now Nils, a lot of front wing jumping up and down here on this first corner. I think Nils is actually up front. I'm gonna search for him because I don't know where he is. He is here up front, everybody else behind him, and you will need to wait. Okay, now the standings have fixed up. We got a yellow flag behind. There was a slap. Yep, it is Lika going. Oh, Atomic he's out. Atomic's out on the first lap of the race. He was...
Didn't quite catch the end of that incident, but I did see there was something happening coming out of Esquito de Largo.
Oh, 5-second penalties handing left and right for Lika, Robot, Bondo and Jedi for maybe slapping each other under these virtual safety cars. As Nils takes front row right now, takes first place here. And yeah, Atomic's race lasted 4 corners. Longer than Mazepin's Bahrain race, but very short indeed. Very bad luck from him. He had an amazing time on the mediums. So now the predicted pit strategy for the soft runners is going to be soft hard, and the game doesn't show the predicted strategy for the medium runners. We're going to check how this restart goes. Bossman Pickle comes in. Yeah, he does.
And Drew as well, both getting front wing changes.
Yo.
And Bondavine as well, getting a front wing change.
Yeah, so, a couple of guys.
So Bossman Pickle's gone on the medium tyres. Drew and Bondavine have gone onto the hard tyres.
Holy shit, moving the chair. Okay. I need to position the chair accordingly.
As we're back underway now, the virtual safety car's in.
The virtual safety car ended. For me, this is really bugged right now, but yeah. Neil's still first with Ollie just behind. Larsis has put himself P3 with Tommy just behind him. Now Show is 5th. Great start for Show in terms of position with Santi 6th. He's gonna try to catch him, the Argentinian. El Pan Argentino. We're gonna see Proctor just behind him. Jedi also. Oh yeah, here the medium runners. Pit strategy is medium hard, but pitting a little bit later. At least the game says that. And Stick gets his first 3-second penalty of the race in D2. I think he had 11 seconds. We're gonna check Pingu right now with DRS able to be open. He's just behind Show. Gonna get him. No, he goes parallel to him. Touches him a little bit on the rear. Maintains stability on his car. He was able to save it. And Lika pits right now. He's pitting for a new front wing, I think. Yeah, I think he did pit for a new front wing. A little bit of pain there, but going really decent. We see that the Pingu here is just behind Show. Show gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that was corner cutting. And now Show on the mediums. He has the medium Show here after he started outside of the top 10. Great move from Pingu to move up to P5.
Bondo has had to replace front wing again.
Ooh.
And he's come off the hard tyres and onto the mediums, and he's away.
Ooh.
Back out on track.
That's really bad for him. He's already getting lapped.
Almost. We've got Lavsesh just setting the fastest lap of the race.
110.
As the gap between Nels and Ollie has closed right up. If you can get close up in the slipstream safety car.
Oh no! What happened? Safety car.
Jedi, I think, might have had an incident.
Yep, Jedi is off. Turn 1. Slapped his wing.
He's missing quite a considerable chunk of front wing.
Yeah, but he's on track again.
No,
he retired. He retired. Oh. I don't know what happened then.
He's retired on track as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he did it out of rage or maybe he got disconnected. Well, disconnecting doesn't retire you, but well.
No, that's slightly suspicious, seeing as I had him on my screen, and he had got back on track, and that's. I don't like that. That's very suspicious.
Yeah, well, we'll see, and this is good for Bondavine, because now because of the safety car, if he's able to overtake him in a way that doesn't involve not overtaking the safety car saved by the game, because we saw that in D2. We had that incident with Random Series. We got a lot of place changes because a lot of the soft runners are pitting for the mediums and the hards. Pingu pits for the hards here. Pingu, I think, is following the normal strategy. Show pits for the hards. Giotto pits again for the hards. A lot of people are pitting right now for those white tires. Those white tires are going to be very good for them. Now we see Bondavine overtaking the safety car, so he needs to be a little bit fast to catch the rest of the pack. This is going to give him an extra life, kinda, because it's going to be very good for him to be able to run outside of the entirety of the pack. He didn't use his tires, so he's on fresh mediums, like he just pitted for them. So yeah, it's cool for him.
Although it's interesting how the top 3 actually haven't stopped for tyres.
Yeah, maybe they want to extend the stint now using the safety car as a way to save them. Just a little bit more. But knowing that the rest of the grid, like Stick hasn't pitted and he's 4th right now with the mediums. He started on them. No, he didn't start. Yeah, he started on them. So he's 4th on the mediums after not pitting. But Pingu, for example, is behind with fresh hards. He's gonna be a little bit slower than Stig and a little bit slower than the soft guys, but maybe for 2 laps slower than the soft guys and for 4 or 5 slower than Stig. Those hards are gonna make Pingu be able to maybe fight for the win. We might see Pingu winning. On strategy, we see Bossman Pickle also, the pole sitter. He's 6th with new mediums, with, well, 3 lap old mediums. Bondavine is trying to unlap himself. He's doing a decent job going around the last corners. We see Thydon here and Lika who had to pit again. He pitted for softs just before, which is really not that great of a situation to be in for the Finnish guy. Oh my god, it's getting late, but I don't mind, like the sun says. We got Max here with the hearts. Robots also got a hat on. Oh, sorry, got hats on. Oh, we see Thydon in 11th with medium. We see Yoto also. He's very hard right now. We see Tommy at 9th. Show also has the hearts. Proctor has new mediums. I think some of these guys might try to bring the mediums till the end, or maybe mediums and then the last 6 or 7 laps use softs. Depends. We'll see what happens. Of course, I'm already thinking all of these cars will be very, very different next game, apart from the McLaren, which would be the same but without the rainbows.
Safety car in the slap.
Yep, safety car in the slap. It always says it very, very late at the end of Sector 2, and here in Brazil, Sector 2 is the entirety of the track, so that's very, very bad for the guy in first right now. Nils is going to try and control this safety car line that's just behind him. Ollie, he's not even warming up his tires to not get caught up by Nils' restart. He's trying to overtake him already. Nils is going to wait for the last second. He waits a lot. And he puts everyone under pressure now. Stick trying to get an overtake on Lars. Pingu gets a double overtake, getting himself into 3rd. Amazing move by the Argentinian here. Great move from Pingu, who moves up to 3rd. Lars just goes down to 4th. And right now we see Proctor going down to 15th. Something happened to him. Stick gets overtaken by Bossman Pickle. And Proctor must have spun, because he's missing an end plate. And he's really, really far behind. So he must have spun or touched someone, which is not very good when you got a hard on.
The Aiton and Maximus going side by side there, going into Ferradura.
Thayton goes in front.
And Aiton stays, I think he stays in front actually, so that's a good job there from the Aiton.
Yeah, Thayton going, Thayton, I think it's Thayton. I think Lika pronounces it Thayton, but I don't know. He's his Finn friend, so he shall tell us
so
how the hell.
Tommy is trying to battle here with Bossman Pickle heading towards the start finish line.
We see Yoto and Stick being parallel to each other. Yoto going in front of him actually. Yoto gets the overtake done on the main straight with the Ferrari. Great move from the driver, and as we see, those hearts are starting to look way better than the mediums. This is looking like Portugal race yesterday, and we see that Tommy going parallel to Bossman Pickle just doesn't have the wheels on his side. Bossman Pickle defends the position very, very well there. Doesn't get nervous, doesn't lock up. He just gets himself into position and back at it again, back to defending. We see Larches, he's 4th after losing his position. He's really close to a podium. He's going really, really fast today. I think he might have been, he wasn't podium on the D2 race, I don't know. No, he wasn't. He wasn't, yeah, he was very close to it though. But we're gonna check. Tommy Tommy gets a snap of oversteer. Doesn't get out of track, doesn't go out of track. The rest of the grid is really, really close together, apart from Proctor, who had that little bit of an off. And he pitted also for the hards after that lap. I think that's the smarter move he could have made. Pitting for hards just to be able to finish. Now DRS is going to be enabled, so that's going to allow Larches to try and battle Pingu. For the moment now, he has the stronger tire with the softs. Pingu gets a penalty. That's going to be very crucial.
Here we go, here comes Ollie on Nils.
Ooh, and Nils gets overtaken.
Ollie's got him.
Yeah, turn 4 overtake. Really common spot for overtaking here in Brazil. I think it's the most common place to overtake someone here in Brazil. We see Stig getting overtaken by Thadon here at turn 4 also. So that's a good move there from the Finn, who puts himself 9th just behind his teammate Lika. Lika, who's battling Yoto Yuso at the moment. He's battling the Ferrari driver. We see both Finns are on Alfa Romeos, which is very, yeah, accurate and fitting.
There's now a massive queue for second place.
Yeah, there's a big battle here.
Nils have got Pingu, Lavsesh, Bossman Pickle, Tommy, Yotoyosu and Likola all there for second place.
Up to 9th now.
Nils is defending and Pingu just flies straight past him.
Oh no, Nils is on the inside. I think he's defending his spot.
No, and in the centre S as Pingu gets his way back ahead. But now Pingu's Nils is going to have DRS here heading into Decido de Largo. He gets back down the inside and Pingu holds on around the outside. Good defensive job there from Pingu.
Great movement there from Pingu, who gets the position maintained for him there after a great move on turn 1. We see that Yoto Yusulika is still fighting there. We see that the difference between 1st and 8th, I'm gonna get leader, is actually 5 seconds only from 8th to the leader and 7 from 10th to the leader. So points finishes are separated by 10 seconds, which is actually stupid to think of it. Like really big. We're gonna check Bossman Pickle. He's very close to Lapsus. I think he's gonna have a very clear line to overtake him here on the main straight. Is he gonna have him? Is he gonna get him? No, not enough speed. Maybe try it on turn 4. Nils is behind Pingu. He's maintaining that gap. He needs to do it. He has much worse tires in the long run. He needs to try it now that his tires are responding. Maybe in 3 laps time they stop doing it. So yeah.
And this gaggle of cars is still remaining very close to each other. From Pingu all the way down to Likola in 8th. They're staying very close to each other.
Stick gets overtaken by Robot. Good move from Robot there on turn 4. Stick goes down to 13th. He was 4th before the safety car restart, and he's now down into 13th. We know he's battling very quick drivers. He has Show just behind him on hards, on a much better tire, much newer hards.
And now Pingu's just starting to drop Nils, and Nils is going to have Lavsesh sniffing all over him.
Ooh, we're gonna check. Lars is on the same tire as Nils, but he has DRS, ERS. He uses all of his ERS. He comes for a move on the inside. He comes in and claims the position. He's just in front, but now Nils might have a battle. Oh no, Yoto goes a little bit wide, and Lika gets Tommy and Yoto to go 6th. Something happened to Yoto. Might have gotten touched there. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened to Yoto. I'm gonna check if he has front wing missing or something like that. No, he isn't. So he just messed up on the first corner, and Lika and Tommy went ahead, and Lars, of course, overtook Nils on that first corner. Good move from him. Oh, Yoto gets overtaken by 2 more drivers. What is happening to him? Thydon and Maximus overtake him now to be 8th and 10th. Now Bondovine is just behind Yoto Yuso, both Mercedes very close to each other. Here we see, and also Nils trying to catch Lapses. 11 lap old softs, just like Love, and Oli on those 11 lap old softs is going quicker than Pingu. 6 lap old hards. I think Oli's tires are going to start dropping out now. The pit window is open right now for the 2-stop on the medium, so we will see what Oli tries to do. Maybe he tries to do a 1-stop on the medium, soft medium, till the end. He might need to extend this stint a little bit more, like 2 more laps or 3. But I think he's able. Nils trying to get the move on Lars. Moves on the right. Lars just cuts him. Good defending from the Scotsman. Nils might try to get him here, but this corner is not a braking zone, so it's very, very tough to get someone here. Trying to get him here on turn 6, not enough. Oh, but look who comes into the inside. Lika tried a move on Bossman Pickle, not enough. The move from Lika. We see a yellow flag there. I think it's Stig. Yes, Stig is yellow flag there. And Thydon, oh no, Thydon had an off. He went into the grass. Oh, that's really bad, and he didn't get the painful 10-second penalty or 5-second penalty for going out on that part of the track. We see Bossman Pickle going just behind Nils. He's going to try to get him. Nils cuts the line on the left, but Bossman Pickle comes for the right line. They are going parallel on turn 1. Nils looks up. They touch a lot. Stop touching, boys. You don't got a hard on, please.
Oh, good God. Thankfully we're past 9 o'clock, folks. And if you're not watching this past 9 o'clock
pits,
when you replay, I'm sorry.
Lika pits, Titan pits also for replacing his front wing. Stig pits again after having an off. So Lika pits after touching, I think it was Maximus for that 6th place. So Lika, I think, is gonna try to go till the end with the mediums. Hello, AJ. Whew. AJ, you should be racing here.
Tommy's down the inside of Nils for 5th.
Oh my! I didn't see that already. Oh.
At Pico de Pato.
Yeah, at Pico de Pato. He went into the corner and into the Albon corner with Albon Scar, and he overtook the Dutchman. And now Nils comes in. Oh.
Bossman Pickle's going down the inside of Lars now.
And he gets him, yes, he does. Lars is extending this stint a lot, and we got a yellow flag. It's Stig. Stig went off. Yeah, very unlucky. He lost a lot of front wing there. We're seeing already that the mediums are going faster than the softs. At this point, the softs, 14 laps of softs, is not the best thing ever. We see Nils pits and goes into 12th here, into the mediums. He's gonna try to bring those mediums.
Stig retired from the session.
Till the end. Oh, Stig retires there. He doesn't want to finish the race. That's very bad. Ollie's still in 1st place. See, we see that Pingu is not even catching. We're gonna check Tommy. Tommy and Lars are battling for P4. We see Maximus also battling with Giotto and Robot for P6. Robot's also very close to Maximus. Robot's also made a very good comeback race. He already did his stop for the Hearts on lap 6 when the safety car came out. So he doesn't have to stop anymore. This is too late for me. I need my beauty sleep, Danny. Oh, but AJ, you're on stream. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. You only want to hear sex jokes, huh? Gonna check Tommy here, going for Lars on turn 4. Is he gonna get him? Yes, I think so. It is enough. Tommy gets 4th place here from the Scotsman. Lars needs to... Yeah, that's it. Lars does need to pit right now. His tires are dead. Ollie is able to get great times on these softs. Like same number of tires, like same number of laps. He's only dropping to Pingu now after like 10 lap difference. Like 5 lap difference on the softs. Pingu is 5 lap younger hearts than he does on the softs. And he's now starting to catch up. Comes in. He's in, yeah. He's starting to lose time. Lars should be in this lap. He's not. He's still extending. Oof, I don't know if that's a good call, eh? I don't know if that's a good call here. Pingu, I think he doesn't need to stop, but he will be bringing those hearts up to 30 laps. Oh, we got a yellow. And it is Proctor. Yeah, Proctor went round just before the Pico de Pato. We see Lika getting the fastest lap on the mediums on that Alfa Romeo, 9.8. Oh, Stick says sorry, mate. I understand your reaction. Yeah, like I understand your reaction. I understand that you don't want to keep going with a race that's just screwing you over and all that. But, mate, you need to try to finish. You need to make the attempt. I understand your reaction. Then again, but yeah, you need to try to finish. We see Yoto here catching Maximus for 5th.
Maximus has done very, very well. He's just quietly climbed his way up from 12th or 13th or wherever he started. He's now made his way up to 5th place, so he's having a very quiet and stealthy race.
Yeah, I think he was 12th, and now Yoto Yusu is gonna get rid of him for 5th place. No, for 4th, sorry, 4th. Oh, he locks up. And now this is a big battle between Maximus and Yoto. I think Maximus is gonna have DRS on the next straight. Yes, he does. Is he gonna get him before the turn? Yes, he is. This is gonna be very, very tough for Yoto. Oh no, Yoto gets the dive on the inside, touches him a little bit. No further action, and Robot nearly crashed into Yoto because of that move. That was a little bit risky. Larses came in, yes, as Ash said, he's now 12th. And the battle that we have right now is 6th to 4th. Now Yoto locks up big time here on turn 6. Now they're going through the long turn 7. Now going to the Pico de Pato. Very, very, very fast. Here, just slowing down. We're gonna check how Robot does here, flat out through this corner. Yoto needs to get the time done. Oh, Robot goes a little bit wide, doesn't destroy the meter board, which is very nice for him, because if you destroy that 100 meter board, you're gonna make a lot of people feel lost. Let's see what he can do against Yoto. Gets a much better exit from that corner. He's gonna have DRS on the straight. Is he gonna get him? Yes, I think so. He's gonna go for the inside. Yoto closing down the gap, and that is gonna be enough for Robot. No, they go parallel. Yoto breaks really, really late. They go parallel to each other. That's a great battle that we can see right here, and Yoto is gonna have DRS for the next turn, turn 4. Robot's gonna go really defensive on the inside. I think Yoto's not gonna have enough time. Yeah, he doesn't. Great move from Robot, who maintains his position by going into the inside. Great move to get P5 for the Britman. We see also Oli and Shower have gotten very, very close to them. I can keep up with it.
And meanwhile, Ollie's made his way past Bondo for 8th, and he's closing very quickly on this little gaggle in front of Robot, Joe, and Showcrane. In fact, he's already on that pack now. He's on the back of Showcrane now as he heads now through Yun Chao. Let's see. So he's on the overtake. So's Showcrane. Let's see now, both get DRS. Showcrane's come off the overtake and Ollie hasn't. Ollie's got through. And just ahead in front I can see Joe's got ahead of Robot again.
Oh, that's front wing leaving car. And I think it's a Merc front wing. I think it's Robot's front wing. We're gonna check Robot going up the inside of Yoto. Yes, he is, without a front wing. He doesn't have an end plate.
And Show stayed ahead of Ollie.
Yeah, great defensive maneuvers there from Show. These 4 guys are battling it out for P5.
Show from wide out of... he's holding on now.
Yeah, it's going to be enough for Ollie. Yeah, Ollie gets him done now. Ollie needs to prepare his comeback here. Only 2 lap old mediums. He's going to be able to bring them till the end, I think. Rest of the grid though, Pingu needs to get those hearts, as I said, just up to 30 laps. Here Robo gets overtaken by Yoto Yusu. He's missing a wing, so he doesn't have as much downforce as Yoto.
Ollie got very squirrely out of Yun Chao. I don't think he's going to have enough to get Robot. Robot's on the overtake, trying to get past Joe.
Yeah, he is able to get, but no, he goes a little bit deep. Oh my god.
He sailed very wide there through the center S's. And Joe gets back in front.
And Joe has DRS. Oh, Robot is in the worst situation possible. No DRS in the middle of 2 guys. That's very, very bad.
And now Ollie gets him round the outside.
Good move from Ollie, good move from everyone.
Yeah, well done. He did a very, very good move there around the outside of Desira Delago.
Ooh, Show trying to go on the inside of Robot. Is he gonna do it? Yes, he does. Touches him and sends Robot wide. Oh no, he sent him wide. That's really messy there, if you ask me. Proctor trying, no, it's Large is trying to get in front of Robot. He does get in front of Robot. That was a little bit of a messy comeback to line, but you have to use getting penalties. A penalty machine. Back at it again, mate. He's getting 9. Bossman Pickle pits with the mediums. I think he's going to go for the soft seal and for 14 laps. He goes for the soft. Yes, he does. Now we're gonna check how he does. This is something that Tommy, Max and Pingu are gonna be trying to check really, really closely, knowing that Bossman is on the softs. They might want to know.
Oh, now Ollie's ahead of Joe.
Yeah, Ollie's ahead of Joe.
Back up to 4th.
He's 4th right now.
Yeah, so he's now got 4 seconds or so to make up back to Maximus in 3rd spot.
Yeah, he has much better tires than Maximus, so I think we're in for a comeback race. I think Pingu might get Vietnam flashbacks. He needs to try to get his things together. Pingu and Tommy are going to try to check if Bossman Pickle can get amazing times on the softs. Robot pits for the softs too. He's going to get the 2-stop done here to try and go a little bit faster with these softs in the end. We will see. Oh no, not the 2-stop. Yeah, sorry. Crap, he had a front wing missing. He had an end plate. And now Lika overtakes Show. Show has an off. And gets rid of the meter board. Oh no, he took out the meter board, of course, without wanting to. But now Lika, he's quietly come back to a very good 7th place after messing up and having that front wing gone out of him. So very, very good 7th place, just behind Bossman Pickle and Jota usually just in front in 4th, with Ollie getting the gap bigger and bigger and making the gap to Maximus smaller and smaller with these mediums. And Bossman Pickle, of course, after his pit stop, he's 6th with a very, very low difference to Yota Yusu, who's on 20 lap older tires. Much slower than Pickle in terms of tires. Pickle is catching him at a big amazing rate. We're gonna be seeing how this goes, because Lika's also closing down on Bossman Pickle on the mediums. Nils is also closing down on Lika. Nils, who we haven't talked about in a while, he's quietly gone back into 8th after his pit stop.
And Ollie as well. Let's not forget about Ollie as well. In 4th place, he's catching Maximus hand over foot.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, he's got much better tires than Maximus. And now, ooh, Santi and Tommy both pit for the softs.
Ooh.
They both pit for the softs. I think they've seen a bunch of guys do it, and they might want to try it now. Pingu, is he gonna come in front of Ollie? He's gonna come just parallel to him, just very, very close to him, and he's on a better tire than Ollie at the moment. He's on a worse tire on the long run. And we're gonna check Bossman Pickle here. Tommy and Pingu came into the pits nearly at the same time, but Pingu came out on 3rd and Tommy came out on 7th. That's the difference we're talking about in this grid. It's small as hell.
And Maximus from...
Oh, we got an off.
From
Proctor.
Maximus from 12th on the grid is now in the lead. Maximus is having a very, very good run. He's been very, very clever. He's not got involved in other people's incidences, and now he's first on the road as it stands at the minute.
Yeah, I think he will pit in a minute. He needs to do it, and he is pitting right now.
There he goes.
There he goes, and Ollie regains the lead. Now he has pressure from Pingu. Pingu, he has a countdown. He needs to try and overtake Ollie before those softs die, but Bossman Pickle is going at a rate that Pingu cannot keep up. Just got fastest lap of the race. He's just behind him. He's cut down the gap, so Pingu needs to regain it. Pingu is also gaining on Ollie with much better tires. You're gonna see this 3-way battle for the lead.
Tell you what, there's nothing between 1st to 6th.
There's like 7 seconds or 8?
There's next to nothing.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
It's proven how how very, very tightly matched D1 is this season.
Yeah, at least in the first race. We're seeing very, very tightly D1. Lika is now up on 4th after the pit stops. Great result for him. Now he needs to hold off Tommy on the softs. And Lika...
Now here comes Pingu.
Yeah, here
Still
comes
around
him.
the outside of Ollie, going into the center S's. Yes, he's got him.
Yeah, he does. Amazing overtake from Pingu. But he needs to defend from Ollie right now on this straight. Gonna check what happens here. Ollie is gonna get DRS, ERS, everything open. Pingu gets overtaken by Ollie. And Bossman Pico is just behind praying for one of them to get destroyed, please. Or something like that.
Bossman Pickle right now, all he has to do is just sit and wait, be patient. Let these two fight it out and destroy their tyres. He just sits and waits and lets them do the hard work for him.
Also, Pingu has a penalty, so Bossman Pickle would be jumping him at the moment. Now you have to use a pitting here for the softs. So we're gonna see what happens on this next attempt for Pingu. Pingu trying to get Ollie here.
I was gonna say, is he a little bit further back? So Pingu's on the overtake. Ollie's not. Ollie wasn't on the overtake. That was interesting.
Yeah, I think he wants to save it for maybe another time that he has to defend. Oh my god. Oh, Bossman Pickle comes into the... Oh, what a move from Pickle. Is he gonna get Ollie?
Here comes Pickle. Around the outside and Desir Delago. Nope, Ollie holds on.
Oh my god, what a move from Pickle. He just saw the gap and said, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Pickle, is he gonna go for the inside?
And now Tommy's ahead of Vikola.
Oh yeah, Tommy ahead.
Yeah, Tommy's now ahead.
We didn't realize he's ahead. The Red Bull is ahead of the Alfa Romeo. We knew that would happen, mainly because Lika's car is... He is on 12th lap, all the mediums compared to 2 lap old softs from Tommy. Tommy has much better tire. Now Ollie is holding off 2 guys that have much better tires and are a little bit younger on them. So that's great defensive job from Ollie. Bossman Pickle, I think he's not gonna have the pace to catch Ollie on the straight at the moment. Or is he gonna? Is he gonna do it? He goes parallel to him, brakes a little bit early. He nearly touches Ollie, nothing happens. Now we're gonna check on the next straight, turn 4. He's much closer now. Ollie goes completely defensive on the inside. Now Bossman Pickle coming behind him. Oh no, Bossman! No, he went for a gap that didn't exist. Oh.
And he just there was the pincer movement. It then just.
Oh, that rejoin.
Catch the car.
That rejoin wasn't the most clean one. He nearly touched Niels, but that was very, very bad from Bossman. Very, very bad move there. Oh, unlucky. He was doing very, very well, I think. But he went for a gap that didn't exist, and when you go for a gap that doesn't exist, then you're risking your life. Everybody's gonna struggle a little bit on that last corner because of the meter board being gone. Pingu is a little bit farther away than Bossman was just before. Is he gonna be able to catch Ollie? No overtake open on any of the drivers. Ollie, I think, because he has 6%, he's saving it. Ollie outbrakes himself a little bit, locks up. Pingu went for the bait, and Ollie bit the bait. But it's not going to be enough for Pingu on this straight, or is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? He goes for the outside move. This is the hardest one to pull off from this, and Ollie gives him the space. Pingu keeps the car inside. They're going side by side up to turn 5. Oh my god, this is going to be very, very bad. Pingu comes on the inside. Great move from Pingu, who comes into the lead. Oh my god, great job from Pingu. He now needs to clear 3 seconds, I think.
And you need to stop borrowing Skittles from Racer T. Because you get very excited there.
But Skittles are the best candy.
And now Bossman Pickle's all over the back of Nils here. This is the battle for 5th place.
Yeah, we see here they're battling on track because they both have the same number. Oh no, Bossman Pickle gets another snap of oversteer, and that's not going to be good for him. He's gotta go DRS, gonna go with DRS open on the straight, but it's not gonna be enough to catch Nils. Right now Ollie cannot catch Pingu. He needs to stay on DRS range, but it's gonna be really hard. Pingu's putting up amazing pace here. He's already gone off nearly away from the DRS range, and when you're nearly away on the slow bits, catching you on the fast bits, it's actually very hard for the medium runner. Oh, we got a Mercedes out. It's Robot is off there. He went off in the same corner he went off on season 4, but that was really messy here. Pingu is already 1.3 seconds in front of Ollie. Is he gonna win? Like, the question right now is he gonna be able to get that 3-second gap done? I think he is.
But at the second time as it stands, penalty wise, let's have a look. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. So he's going to drop the second as it stands at the minute because Tom still has a penalty as well.
Yeah, the thing that I was asking is he's pulled out a second last lap on Ollie. Is he going to be able to get that 3-second gap? I think he is. He's pretty capable of doing it. He's making it bigger, and now Bossman Pickle gains on Nils. He goes into 5th on the first corner of the Senna SS. Now we're gonna check how Nils does in response to this. Nils, of course, he was in the lead, and after some pit stops and strategies, he wasn't able to get it done. We see Bondabine. No, it's Robot pitting here. He already got lapped by a bunch of guys after that incident. That's really unlucky from Robot. And we see that Pingu is pulling away from Ollie little by little, and he's already 2 seconds in front. And also Tommy is catching Ollie. He is on the DRS range. This is gonna help Pingu a bunch. I think Tommy realizes this, that Ollie needs to pull away from him, but he's not going to be able with those mediums against the softs. Softs are still faster, it seems. Softs are still faster. Looks like it with 6 laps. And Tommy with DRS, he's going to be able to battle Ollie. Ollie with a battle in front of him is going to be really tough for him to catch Pingu and be down on that 3-second gap. It's going to, whoa, okay.
Yeah, so
something fell.
So Ollie's trying his best to keep within that 3-second gap. I don't know, this is going to be very interesting to see if he can keep within that 3-second gap.
Yeah, Niels is also... Okay, we're going to check Max. Max is actually battling with Lapses here. I think Lapses overtook Max. I didn't realize, sorry if he did. Or Lapses, or was Lapses in front? I don't know. Max, by the way, has a 3-second penalty, so even if he overtakes Lapses, getting the 3-second gap pull on the Scotsman is going to be really tough for him. Nils, nobody's losing track position to penalties. Lika at the moment, he would not gain that 3rd place with penalties because he's 4.3 seconds away. Now Ollie, he's very close to being 3 seconds away. 3 laps remaining for Pingu to try and get that gap done. He needs to do a perfect job, but the strategy might pan out for Pingu.
And also making sure that he doesn't pick up any other penalties elsewhere as well.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful. Ollie also needs to be careful to not pick up any penalties. Like, I think Ollie right now is going to try to balance it out between being a little bit faster and not picking up any penalties. Because right now Pingu's pulled out the 3-second gap. Nearly. Bondo gets Show because Show pits. And Pingu pulls out the gap. Okay, boys. Here we are. Pingu has the gap. Now he needs to stay on it, and the race is his.
And make sure he doesn't pick up any other penalties elsewhere.
Yep, that's also true. That's also true. That's also true. You're going to check Maximus, who's still trying to overtake Larches. He's still trying to get that 7th place Maximus here. Good race from Maximus also. He went up like 4 positions, I think, right now on 8th. Tommy is catching Ollie.
Tommy.
Tommy comes in on the inside of Ollie. They touch a little bit of wing, but that's it for Tommy. Gets in front of Ollie, but this place I think Tommy won't keep it because of penalties. He has a very, very tough job on getting the 3-second gap pulled out on Ollie on this last laps, and Maximus gets Larshes on the first corner.
Go on, Max.
That's an overtake. I think it's not going to be enough because he still has a penalty, and Lars is going to try to get him back on this 4th turn of the track. He tries to get him on the outside, goes a little bit out. Max pushes him a little bit wide, and that is enough for Max to keep the position. We're going to check Ollie. Ollie's still just behind Tommy. Tommy's 4 seconds away from Pingu. Pingu doesn't get another penalty, I think. He didn't get another penalty. We're going to be checking on the penalties because the tires, we don't really care about them that much. Now Tommy is closing down on Pingu. It's not going to be enough for him. Ollie is also going to try to stay with Tommy. He has DRS on this lap, but tires are just giving up on him.
Yeah, he's now more or less over 4.5 seconds back from Pingu.
Yeah, which is not going to be enough for him to win the race. Nope. Pingu, 2 laps left for a win for our fellow Pingu, so I'm not going to be watching him, to not curse him, you know. Just gonna try to not curse him. And
if anything, that gap between Tommy and Pingu is slightly creeping up.
Oh, now Larshes gets a penalty. Now that's bad for Larshes. Now this position that Maximus got on him on track is going to matter now. Maximus is 7th again. That's very good for him, and the only 2 drivers without a penalty, Lika and Ollie. Only 2 dudes without a penalty. 1 lap remaining.
Gap is staying very, very stable here between Tommy and Pingu. It's up to 4.2 seconds as Pingu starts his last lap now.
Now Pingu is finishing up his last lap, starting up his last lap. Last lap of the race. Gonna see how it goes. Tommy, he's gonna lose his position to Ollie. Ollie's been able to keep up with him. He might even be able to try and overtake him, but not enough right now. Lika is gonna keep that 4th place. Oh no, he has Bossman Pickle all over him. Not going to be enough. No, not going to be enough. Do we have any other battles? No, we don't. So I think this is Pingu's race. He's going through the last couple of corners, going to Bico de Pato. Right now he comes through, and he's going to take this last corner gracefully for the Argentinian. He's going to win the first D1 race of the season. Is going to be for Santi. Great race, mate. Grande lavoro. He weaves on the line and oh no, Pingu! He slammed himself against the wall. Ollie finishes 2nd in front of Tommy because of penalties. Liga finishes 4th with Bossman Pickle just getting him on the straight. Nils finishes 6th with Maximus finishing in 7th after Lars has lost a lot of time on him right there. Lars has lost a lot of seconds on Maximus. He's going to finish on 8th with Von der Bein getting that 9th place. Only points for Mercedes here as Robot finishes very, very far away from everybody else because of his accident. And we get Show here. He's going to be the last point scorer on that Haas. Going to be the last points finisher on the race of today. Going to be P10 with Joto Yusu going into P11, crossing the line there on a decent result, but he's going to lose that position to Thaiton here, who only has 3 seconds of penalties and is 6 seconds away. So Thaiton jumps him into P11th. This was a good race. Pingu won, slammed his car on the wall to celebrate. Which is a bit weird, but yeah, great race. And Maximus driver of the day, I think it's not a bad shout.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think Maximus had a very, very decent race.
But Pingu also with a great result. P1. after a nice move. So I would give it to Pingu there, the driver of the day. Nice race, nice strategy wise, and it was very, very good for the Argentinian. So this is well, how the standings look. We already checked podium. Is Pingu, Oli and Tommy are on the top of the podium. We see Lika, Bosman Pickle in Nils top 6, rounded up with Maximus in 7th. He gained 6 places from P13th. No, Pingu started 5th and finished 1st. That's an amazing drive from him. Lika with 3 places gained. Lars started 9th, finished 8th. Bondovin finished 9th, and Showcrime getting the last points finish with Titan, Yotoyusu, Robot and Proctor getting like the last finishing spots, with Standard Jedi and Atomic not being able to finish the race. So this is going to be enough for today. We're off for now. We will see everyone in the next race. I don't know where it is at the moment, if you ask me. I'm gonna check where the next race for D1 and for D2 is on Spa-Francorchamps, so we will see us on the 10th of May. See you everyone, and goodbye.